In this tutorial, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set up the front and side image planes for the spacesuit. And that's it. So this will be a pretty easy tutorial. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit my space bar. It's going to take me to my 4 view, where I have top, perspective, front, and side. Let's go ahead and set up the front. So you're going to go to View, Image Plane, Import Image. You're going to go to My Public Samples. You're going to go to the spacesuit. I'm just going to navigate over here to my desktop. And I called it Spacesuit Front. Okay, let's go to Side View, hit Space, go to Side, and let's go to Spacesuit Side. Okay, hit Space, Space again, and we just want to make sure that they're the same height. They're pretty good. This one's a little high, so I'm just going to grab it, hit my Move tool, bring it down, bring it over. This looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and bring this over here. Let's bring it to -10. If this window isn't open, just make sure you click right there. Let's go ahead and bring this one back to -10. Now this is how we test out to see if our image planes are lined up properly. Just take a cube and put the cube. Let's go to my front view. And all I want to do is I want to make the cube real small. W is a shortcut for move, and I want to put it right there. Let's go to our side view. Let's move it forward. Let's go back to our front view. We're going to do something real quick. We're going to go to View, Image Planes, actually Panels, Layouts, 2 planes split side by side. And what I want to do is I want to hit my space bar, click on the Maya. I'm holding down my space bar and my left click. I want this to be my front, and I want this to be my right. Okay, these look pretty good. Let's go ahead and put this right to the middle. Push it up. It looks good. How about right there? It's going to be about that's pretty good. How about the chest piece? That one might be there. Be a little off here. Maybe what we'll want to do is go ahead and bring this image plane down a bit. It's a little better. How about the ankle? Let's actually check one of these things here. Okay. See right here, it's too low now. It's right here. It should be there. That seems pretty good. Okay, let's go to perspective again. Put these image planes back together just for a second. All right. Yeah, see, I think I made it worse there. Let's undo some of this. I'm hitting Control Z now. There you go. All right, this should be fine. You really just basically want to overlap the image planes. This one looks like it might be just a little bit too tall. I'm looking at the bottom of the feet here. They should be kind of lined up. All right. That should be good. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it out to -10. Go ahead and make that -10. Go ahead and bring this back. To -10. That should be good. Okay, we can start modeling real quick. Let's do the first part here. Let's go ahead and put a sphere in. We're going to do NURBS. We're going to do mostly NURBS modeling here. And we'll go ahead and rotate the sphere.
Looks like you're making a robot.
Oh, okay. AJ, let me do the tutorial. Thank you. It's a spacesuit, but I'll show you when it's done. Thank you. All right. So we'll go to here. Let's go ahead and go to side view. All right. Let's shrink this guy down. I could hit E for the shortcut. Now you'll notice how I can't really see through. That's pretty good. That's perfect. I can't really see through right here. So there's a bunch of different ways you can do this. Easiest way is assign a new material. We're going to call this, we're going to make it a Lambert. I'm holding down right click there. Assign a new material. And I'm going to take the transparency and bring it up so I can see through it. And I'm going to make the color a little bit of blue. That's good. See through it pretty good there. And we're going to name this thing. So we're going to go to Window, Hypershade, Rendering Editors, Hypershade. I'm going to click on this. You'll see the name here. I'm going to call this Mask Shader. We're probably actually going to use this for most of it. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. Let's see. Now we're going to go ahead and separate some of this. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. So what we're going to do is we want to separate it. Right where the shield is. But we don't really have an isoparm there. So we're going to go to isoparm, which is like an edge. I'm going to drag it over to about right there. Then we're going to go to surfaces and then insert isoparm. And that's like inserting an edge loop basically. That's all that does. Now I'm going to select that isoparm and I'm going to go to surfaces, detach. So now I have two separate surfaces. I'm going to name this surface. Let's call it mask. We're going to go to Window, and we're going to go to Hypergraph Scene Hierarchy. I'm zooming out with my mouse tool here. And I'm going to right click and go to Rename. I'm just going to call this Mask or N Mask. N for NURB. That's the type of surface it is. And I'm going to call this one N. It's fine. And just take this now, modify center pivot. Where is it? They have moved some of the stuff in the menus around, so I could hit G to do the same thing here. And I'm just going to shrink it a bit, quite a bit actually. And I'm going to rotate it. And I'm going to take this one. We're going to do more with this later, but just for right now, I'm just going to keep it here. And I can go to Control Vertex. Grab these guys, just bring it back, grab these guys and just shape it up so it looks like the mask on the top here. Control vertices on a NURB are the same as vertices on a polygon. They're pretty much the same thing. You could use them, interchangeably. Let's go to our front view. see what we have going on here. Just going to make this thing a little bit bigger. There we go. For perspective. So this is what we have right now. Looks kind of cool. You might want to go to front view, go to control vertex. Grab this guy, bring it down a little. Let's kind of shape this up a little bit to look more like the geometry of what we're trying to model. Okay. So far so good. Looks cool. Go ahead and save your file, and we're going to stop the video here. If you forgot how to save, it's File, Save As, Save Scene As. Save it as a binary. Make sure, I'm just going to throw it on my desktop, but make sure yours is in your H drive. If it's not in your H drive, it won't get saved from day to day. And I'm going to call this Space Suit, and click Save As. Give it a second. Continue. Here's a cool feature. Let's say I take something and I modify it, right? Let's just say I do this. Just a little. I could go to File, Increment, and Save. Watch what this does. Go to Continue. Now, what did that do? Check this out. Well, you can't see, but if I go to my desktop, I'll now have File, Open Scene, Desktop. You see how I have spacesuit.mb and then spacesuit.0001? It automatically puts an increment on my save. So I could just go to Save and Increment now, instead of every time going spacesuit 1, spacesuit 2. So every time you do something, from now on, you're just going to go to File, Save, and Increment, instead of save and rewrite over what you did. The reason why you'd want to do that is in case you made a mistake and the geometry got messed up, we could just go back to a prior save. Maybe it's, 10, 15 minutes of work max. Okay? So that's video 1. I hope you learned something and your project came out okay. Let's go ahead and move on to video 2.